Hey guys, Mr. C here. I want to begin today by just welcoming you to my geometry course. This is the very first lesson. I'm going to talk about points. Points are the basic building block of geometry. The easiest way to think about it is a dot or a point. The only difference is in geometry, our points won't have any size. So even though we make a dot, it has size. In geometry, we're going to think of it as a dimensionless object. It doesn't have any height, width, or depth. And you want to label these on your sketches with capital letters. So a fine letter would be capital A. Of course, you could have any of the alphabet letters would work. For example, B, or if you get all the way through the alphabet, let's say a drawing is very complex, Z. And then you may be wondering, what do I do when I run out of letters? Well, you can give them other names. For example, if you had already exhausted the alphabet, you could go back and label this one A1, and this one could be, for example, A2 to differentiate. I want to show you a couple other applications. So one of the things we're going to be using in class a lot will be GeoGebra. So heading over there, this is at geogebra.org. You can see that at the top left in the address line. If you scroll down into this where it says powerful mathematics apps or powerful math apps, one of them is geometry. If you click that, another window will open up. I'd like you to go ahead and begin practicing in this. So on the left is the menu bar. I'm going to select point, and then if I just click into the grid, notice it creates a point and gives it automatically a name. There are ways to change the settings, and I want you to explore those with the gear at the top right of this. Something I want you to notice is if you zoom in, the dot stays exactly the same size. And that's because it doesn't have any dimensions. Unlike what you might see on, for example, Google Maps. On this map, you'll see the city of Fresno as a dot, the city of Bakersfield as a dot or a point, but it is actually not a geometric point. And the reason is, for example, if you're to zoom in on Fresno, that dot will disappear as Fresno comes into view. Of course, it's much larger than no dimension. So we use dots to represent locations on maps, for example, but in a real geometry context, they have actually no dimension.